Hey, Mama. Before we get back into today's episode, I want to invite you into something really special. On January 12th, I'm hosting a completely free workshop called Your 2026 Vision, the Year You Rise. And this isn't just another goal setting session. This is a full body pause, a moment to breathe, a moment to ask yourself who you want to be a year from now. And what's it going to take to actually get there? If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or craving clarity, if you know there's a version of you that's been waiting to rise, this space is for you. We're going to get really honest about what you want, what's been holding you back, and what gets to change going into 2026. So you can step into a year that feels aligned, intentional, and exciting. It's powerful, it's grounding, and it may just be the thing that shifts everything. Save your seat using the link in the show notes. It's totally free. All right, Mama, let's get back to the episode. Hey, Radiant Mamas. Welcome to something new here on Radiant Mom Rising. Mini episodes every other week that give you a quick inspiration, mindset shifts, and practical tips to help you thrive in both motherhood and business. These are designed to be short, powerful, and something you can fit into your busy day. Let's dive in. Hey, Mama. Welcome back to Radiant Mom Rising. Okay, in today's mini episode, I want to have a really honest conversation. Just the truth, my truth, because I think someone out there really needs to hear this right now. For a long time, I didn't trust myself to make decisions for my own life. I didn't trust myself to invest in anything or try anything or step into anything that could actually help me grow. Because in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if everyone else can do this except me? And honestly, that fear kept me in the same place for years. The place where I was just surviving, living paycheck to paycheck, wishing for more, but not really doing anything about it. And it wasn't because there wasn't something more meant for me, but because I was just too scared to take the first step toward it. I was too scared to even allow myself to dream, even though I knew deep down I was meant for more. And I don't know if you've ever felt this, but there's really something painful about wanting more and watching other people get it. Other people get the support, take chances, move forward while you just sit there thinking, I want that, but I don't know how to start. I don't know if I can really do it. And so for me, the real turning point didn't happen in some big breakout moment. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't a brave speech or a dramatic transformation. It was literally me crying in the bathroom, exhausted, feeling like I was losing myself, and finally saying, I can't do this alone anymore. And that was it. That was for me, my main turning point, because it was finally a moment where I admitted, I need help. I stopped pretending I could carry everything without support. I stopped waiting for confidence to magically show up. I didn't feel ready. I didn't feel confident, and I certainly didn't feel brave. But I also knew something had to change, and I decided to stop holding myself back from the support I desperately needed. And because of that one really unglamorous, vulnerable moment, I eventually became the version of me that's sitting here talking to you today. I'm a coach. I'm a podcaster. I'm a woman who actually trusts herself now. And I'm someone who sets boundaries, who believes in all that's possible, who sees things in a way that I once would normally see it in a negative way. And I'm able to learn, grow, and see it in the most positive way because I understand that everything's working for me. I'm someone who understands just how hard this whole mom trying to build a life she loves thing really is. And I'm also someone who's doing all the things anyways. And I'm loving what I see and how it's completely turned my life around. And that's why I'm sharing this now, because I've been feeling this pull lately towards conversations like this of who we're becoming and also what's getting in the way. As we get closer to the end of the year, I keep thinking about all the moms who are exhausted, overwhelmed, doubting themselves, trying everything alone, and wondering, why does this always feel so hard? Why am I still in the same place? And I get that because for so long, that's where I was. Like, I already knew, okay, I suffer with the winter blues. This time I'm always stressed out financially. And I remember coming in this one and being like, "Hey, I can come into this a different way than I've ever been before." And already I see the empowerment and the changes and the shifts from me deciding to show up differently and not allowing my usual old patterns and beliefs to dictate how everything turns out. So if you're feeling this way, is that here it is, the winter time, Christmas time, and you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed, all the things that you have, and why this is have to feel so hard. I just want to whisper something into your ear that I wish someone had said to me. It's not hard because you're failing. It's hard because you're doing it without support. That's the truth. We're so afraid to lean on others, to ask for help. And yet, that is exactly the things that gets us what we want, that helps us achieve the results that we desire. It helps us to become the versions of ourselves we dream of becoming. And it's the one thing our bodies, our minds fight us on is asking for help. So I'm wanting to introduce something to you that I'm doing in January that feels really close to my heart, not because it's my next thing, but because this is something I wish someone had done for me when I was getting started, especially, or even now on my journey. Because at the end of the day, no matter where you are on your journey, there's nothing like having that community, that support, and the ability to show up for yourself in a way that helps inspire you, motivate you, and lead you to where your next steps are. So on January 12th, I am hosting a free workshop. It's called Your 2026 Vision, The Year You Rise. And listen, this isn't just a productivity thing or isn't a business thing. This isn't a let me give you a ton of steps and overwhelm you thing. It's an hour to breathe, to reconnect with yourself, and to actually sit with the question, who do I want to be in 2026 and what is getting in the way? It's an hour for us to notice the fears, the patterns, the beliefs, the habits, the pressure you've been carrying. And it's an hour to remember that you don't have to keep carrying them alone. My whole intention truly is that this hour helps you to see the version of yourself you've been too busy, too overwhelmed, or too afraid to connect with. Because when you see her, when you actually feel what's possible for you, it changes everything. And not because I'm giving you magic, not because I'm telling you what to do, but because you're giving yourself permission to rise. So if you're listening to this and something in your chest feels tight or in your stomach feels warm and your heart is whispering that you're ready, I want that. I want to follow through on my goals. I want to finally get the results that I've been setting out to get year after year, but maybe you're starting strong and not finishing. I hope you'll sign up because it is free. It's a safe and supportive space, and it might be the moment that shifts your entire year. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to feel brave, and you definitely don't need to be ready. You just need to be open because, mamas, I get it. And I know how it feels to watch things unfold in ways you've dreamed of. And I am so passionate to help others like you see that for yourself. Believe it for yourself because you deserve it, mama. I hope to see you there. And even if you're just listening to this episode and it's just hitting home, feel free to subscribe, leave a review, leave a comment, reach out to me on social media. Tell me what was your favorite takeaway, what's coming up for you, how can I support you? Because just know I am always here. This is my dream. It's my passion. I want to see you succeed. I know what's possible for you. I know it's possible for all of us. So always know that I'm here for you anytime you need anything. I will always meet you right where you are. So until next time, mama, keep giving yourself permission to grow, to rest, to receive, and to rise. Your next chapter is calling. Much love.